Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
All right, guys. SPX hit my TP, fully executed from obviously Wednesday at 4 o'clock from the swipe liquidity. Forgot to update it here, but last night it finally went into take profit zone. So we're up 4,700 pips on that. Let's look at what else. Everybody's up crazy bread on everything else. What I'm looking at with SPX today is gotta be something else before I'm getting call outs here. Bearish for markets, which is actually good for gold. Let me look at this, guys. Core CPI is tomorrow, so I will trade New York session tomorrow. Get some new flyers going here. So this is what we're gonna do. What I'm looking at with this here is something simple. Markets are bearish when it comes to this specific zone here, right? What I want to do is look for further buys here. You know, I called this out here, this move. Which was really good. But the actual move that I want to call out right now is simple. I want to call out, I want to call this buy. The problem is this swipe of liquidity, it has to close above this here in order for me to call another buy to the high. Make sense? If not, it's gonna break through, so I don't want to call the buy here yet because it looks like volume right now is kicking in, and to be brutally honest, it's just not really fitting my strategy well. You know, normally we don't see a close. We see just a swipe of liquidity to the downside. This is like a full-blown almost break of structure. Swipe of liquidity to the upside during London, and then almost a complete break of structure. Not only that, we're sitting at the cloud here. So, I mean, we're sitting somewhat bearish. I could call a buy here, but it's risky. It's going to be a lot riskier than my normal trades. And I haven't called out a loser in a long time. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want to call out a loser. But if I were to trade this, it would be something like this. I have a feeling, I just have a very, I don't know what it is, a gut feeling maybe you can call it, that this can drop here to this zone. You know, like 3 waves to the downside. And then an extension. Because right now, even like the price, I'd only look at it at like 1.414, you know, fib extension there. So that's why I'm not calling this out. I'm not even trading this. I'm just saying that this here looks plausible in the next like 8 minutes, but I don't think I want to take it yet, to be brutally honest. I don't want to. Sorry for being late today, guys, too. Yesterday I was, how do I say this? I fell asleep, literally, like, I don't even know how I fell asleep. I came back from the gym and
and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him.
I collapsed. I literally fell asleep, and I woke up, and I didn't even realize where the hell I was. And then I got on here. I was so tired yesterday. I was creating a YouTube video. So, what before? So, and then I went to the gym before. So, what I'm looking to do here is, and I don't have my coffee today, so I'm a little slow. What I'm looking to do is potentially buy, but not yet. I need to see a wick. I need to see a top off wick. And that wick here will show me that institutions are buying here and that this thing is going to run. If I don't see any wick here, I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add an alert here. When price moves to the upside, then I'm going to look for a potential buy. But right now, this has so much momentum downward. I don't want to call a buy. I just think it's not the smartest thing to do. So I'm going to stick to the buy here. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. The buy here is a safer buy. Right here. Okay. So I'm going to stick to this buy here. This is more of a safer buy. And I'm actually going to call that one out here. I'm going to call this trade out again. But SPX, you see how it's doing this here? I like that. This is what I like. You see? It's rejecting. I need it to close like that in order for me to buy. But this is what I'm looking at right now with SPX. Let's look at kind of the same thing. US 30 actually looks really good for a buy. Hit my zone exactly. When was this? Monday's call out or last week's call out? US 30 call out from okay, let's look at, I don't even want to look at Russell. Let's leave futures alone. Yesterday was a crazy day. I made like 15, 16 grand, but I could have made like $45,000. But I didn't hold. I took profit like here. I should have held yesterday. It's all good. You never know. I took profit like here or something like that. Then it rallied even more, doubled. So a lot of you guys are going to be asking, what's my thoughts on gold? Obviously. right now, I'll just be honest with you guys. On a 4-hour time frame, this is a solid pullback here. You see that? Almost the same level of pullback. Even higher. Let's clone this here. Yeah, the same degree of a pullback from previous structure. I just see it in order flow right now. Yeah, some of you guys might say, well, John, what do you mean in order flow? Order flow is when a market is bullish, okay? But it's also in order flow. It's stacking seller liquidity, okay? Seller liquidity. So, what we're looking for is something simple. We're looking for that seller liquidity for then an extension to the upside. Okay? Now, the question is, when does the order flow stop? That's the $1 million question. When does order flow completely stop? So that way we can get into the trade. Well, order flow usually stops around what? It usually stops during an institutional candle, right? So, we have to look for where that institutional candle is. Where is it? Simple. I already see it. I believe gold is going to probably sell off here. We're trading below the 50%. And we're going to sell off. Probably what's going to happen. Then we're going to pop back on. So gold right now, the problem with it is we've had such a massive movement. Only thing that I see visible or viable here is just zones that have internal structure. This zone here and this zone here. I need to get that pullback in order for me to buy that. I can refine this now, but realistically, I think gold's gonna pull down and break through this structure zone. It's overbought. Tremendously overbought. So even we can go here. I am gonna want to buy gold again potentially. Yeah, you have a 1 minute indecision protecting this zone. This is where I'm gonna buy gold. This area is an area of interest, but it's a 1 minute extension downward. For me to go heavy, I need to buy here. I want to aim for 6,000. It'll probably be the next stop off. This will be a legendary 1 in 15 trade. If I do this, this will be a 1 in 14, dude. I don't know that many people calling out 1 in 14s, man. I've called out like 3 or 4 of them back to back. Now, I do want you to be cautious here because price could easily break through this here if we do have a massive sell-off. This is, you know, this institutional candle is under the 15-minute. I usually never even look at these, but I do believe gold's gonna break through here. I don't believe gold is gonna rally. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. Again, I could be completely. I personally, though, just don't. Again, if I start to see it start to move downward and break this, I know where it's going. So I'm not concerned here. Make sense? I know exactly where price is going and where I'm aiming for next. So this is what I'm aiming for, here or down here. That's the structural point. So I'm going to call this out as a signal here. Let me see. These are the 3 areas of interest that I see gold going to. Now, some of you guys are going to say, well, John, it's still technically below the Asian range. We had no breakout, and that's very true. We are having no breakout. This right here would be a swipe of the Asian range, which is why I'm trading it. Okay. Now you do have the 10 a.m. reversal here, which might play in your role, and you could try to catch this here. Me personally, guys, I've made a lot of money, a stupid amount over the last couple of weeks. I'm fine if I don't catch the next upswing. Kind of okay with that. You know, cool with that a bit. It's not like I'm freaking inching for it again. But I will say this. Just based off this sniper move of it being in the 3rd deviation, yeah, you could probably catch this if you want. Quick position there. What I would say is 1 in 5 from there to the top. And cash out. You could attempt that. You know, that's another attempt that you could try. I'll send out the other signal, this signal here.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow.
Yep, this is out of the question. Let's do this. This right here looks like a little bit of a better ideal. I want to give you guys the safest bet. In a buy. I just got in a buy. There we go. I got in a buy, guys. Let me see this right here. Super small buy. Just from this structure point. Putting this in the trade ideas chat. I'm gonna buy. Small risk, nothing crazy. Very, very, very small risk. I'm risking half of what I did yesterday. Not even like a quarter of what I risked yesterday. Only reason why is because I don't want to blow profits. So I'm risking half of what I did yesterday here for this trade. And I entered like right here. Again, this is going to be a small risk trade. I'm not risking as much as I usually do. Okay, I'm risking here from this zone about 500, right? 494 pips swing to make potentially 46,000. Okay. So I'm at a small risk here, not that high in risk at all. Just letting you guys know. Usually at half the risk that of what I usually take. Like literally half. Not even half, I would say even like less than that. Stopped out, getting stopped out probably immediately. But hey, I'm gonna let it either hit the stop or let it continue. This is my stop loss right here in this zone. I'm gonna let it do its thing. It stops me out, but it is what it is. I gotta let it give it some breathing room here. Gold loves to swipe liquidity. It hits my stop, it hits my stop. What can I do? Yeah, this thing's gonna sell off. This low, without a wick to the upside, it's gonna sell off badly. It's gonna sell off to this zone. Yeah, pure selling momentum, not a single bit of buying momentum. I need to see a major rejection line. Not, yeah, I'm getting stopped. I got stopped, guys. I'm out. Stop me out hard. Oh well. What can you do? Well, stop loss hit. Oh well. Life, guys. Yeah. It happens so fast, too. This area is somewhat, how do you say it? Like, cautious about, but hey, it is what it is. Let's look at EU. Kind of over gold right now. Don't want to deal with it. EU is doing decent. EU's in that selling zone here. All right. EU's selling off hard, bro. Very, very, very hard sell off here with EU. EU is we're totally up about, what is it? 70, 60 pips on EU. Put this in the chat here. 70 pips on EU sells. So, yeah, we got a good amount on EU sells, which is solid. Really, really solid. That's amazing. You know, we're up a good amount here on EU sells. So what I'm looking at next here is something really simple. I'm looking at here. Oh, holy God, Bitcoin. Any potential buy that I wanted to have for Bitcoin, it's gone. If Bitcoin breaks this, it's heading out to its next leg here, so it's gone. All right, guys, so we still have Euro pending. Trades today, I just don't really see anything that I want to take other than SPX looks pretty decent. I might call that out today. SPX looks okay, but oh, we're missing that window here. So SPX looks decent. It'll be the only trade I really want to take today. Again, other than maybe now let me look at gold. Look at gold. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a solid, right? This thing here is like done. My trade got rejected immediately. This would be my next buying opportunity, somewhere here. This is kind of where I'd want to start buying again, like something here. I just do want to wait. I've just made so much money with gold, I kind of want to preserve capital. and it broke the what do you call it? The cloud. Usually, like my rules, guys, if a trade doesn't follow my rules, I don't like to take it. Every time I've made a lot of money with gold, it's because it's always followed my rules. This right here is not following my rules at all. It's breaking every single one of my rules. So even today, I would have never traded this because gold, guys, I have one rule. It always breaks the Asian range, and then we look for the pullback and get into the Asian range. We didn't do that today. Every time I've made money on gold, it's because I followed that breakout strategy. So yeah, my thought process here is, yeah, you could take the scalp here, but I'm kind of good right now. I'm chilling. I'm not really gonna do anything. I've made so much money off gold. I'm good. Great. Like I don't want to jeopardize profits just because we've had such an incredible run, you know? So yeah, I mean, you guys can maybe potentially take this if you want. I'm good. It's just not following my rules, so I just don't want to break my rules here just to give out trades. But other than that, SPX looks pretty decent. SPX looks good. You know, SPX looks great. And that's it. I don't think SPX looks amazing. Gold does look okay, but I don't really want to risk it anymore than I have to. You guys can. And then look at USD. What is it? Euro. Euro's selling off hard, which is amazing. Bitcoin, I don't want to touch it with a 5-foot pole. And other than that, that's just kind of an update today, guys. Sorry for the session. Not too many setups here. All I see is SPX. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I will talk to y'all soon. SPX looks great. I've dropped it in the chat as well. I'm going to look for an entry here on SPX. That's right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I will talk to y'all soon.